when I get the second opportunity to work in Israel. Okay, so that was my biggest mistake I did. I quit. I'll tell you, Swedes, if I say directly, the other part of the world where I have worked was not friendly.
Welcome to the Breaking the Code podcast. I'm your host, Jabril Abshir, a software developer and founder of CodeRise Unlocking Talent. At CodeRise, we believe that talent exists everywhere. It's the opportunity that's unevenly distributed. Our mission is to change that. Through tech events and hackathons, we're building a space where creativity, collaboration, and potential can flourish. Whether you're a beginner in tech or dabbled a little bit in tech, we're here to help you level up. Today, I'm joined by someone with an ocean of knowledge in the tech industry, a founder of an IT company in Gothenburg, Sweden, by the name of Rexit, with 20 years of experience in the tech industry, a senior software developer, and a great guy, Mr. Yasmir Singh. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you, Jabir, for introducing me. So,
No problem.
yeah.
No problem. Yasmir will be giving us some advice about from his experience in the tech industry, what will be, these new technologies coming out and coming in the future, how we can use these to our advantage. So if you get any value from this content, make sure to engage with the content, make sure to let us know that you want some more, and yeah, we can get right to it. So with that being said, so Yasmir,
Yes.
you've worked in many different countries
Yeah.
as a software developer.
Yeah.
How would you say that Sweden's tech industry differs from other countries?
Yeah. As my experience, Jibril, as you mentioned, has. So I have been to I start my journey in 2006 around to
Okay.
when I graduate from India, and I left to find opportunities for overseas, and I landed in Malaysia, my first country where I worked. Uh, as a software developer, it was my first placement after university, and I have been there for almost 2 years or more. So, and then later on, I left I've been in Israel for 1.5 years. I work, and later on I moved to Sweden. Okay, and I have
Okay.
worked with some remote companies as well. Okay, what I have during this period time, I move one country to another country, different opportunities. I work as a software, start as a junior developer, web developer, senior developer, front-end developer, tech lead. Right now, I own my company. So whole this journey was I learned a lot on each step, on each movement, on each place, on each region. Uh, when it's come to the difference, what are the difference between I worked in other countries and Sweden? So, work in Sweden, it was very strugglized in the beginning for me. Even I had a work that time. So, the work uh, environment is quite different than other countries.
Okay.
Very quite different because when you uh, coming to a country like as a Sweden, uh, so what I faced was is the language barrier for me.
Right.
As a developer, I didn't face in other countries because we almost communicate and code in English.
Right. Right. Right.
When I landed here, I worked with a company. I started with a company work. We code in English, but the time when we communicate, the communication, like free time, off time, so that was a bit hard for me to be adjust in this environment because of the lack of the language. Because uh, and it was how to use Swedes, if I say directly, compared to other part of the world where I have worked, was not friendly.
Okay.
Yes, why not friendly? Because uh, well, if I say not friendly means like
Like there's like a cultural barrier, maybe.
yeah, cultural
Okay.
barrier you can say, and the skill barrier as well.
Oh, a skill
Uh,
barrier. What would you say?
yes, skill
What do
barrier
you mean by
because when
that?
I say skill barrier means like the time around 2011, 12, I came and start my journey as a developer in Sweden.
Okay.
So the skill barrier is means like uh, first people was not as too much in IT that time in Sweden.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes. Okay. Okay.
so
Okay. Yeah.
okay,
Makes
people
sense.
are starting coming to in IT after 2015 or 16. Most of people start interest in Sweden, but the before 2015 16, it was very slow. How say you trend in the IT. So that's we maybe I feel that time when I came here. Uh, uh, because of my skill perspective, people are not friendly because you can say maybe uh, uh, some departments, suppose you are working in a company and some departments are admin, there is accounting, there is a IT departments.
Right.
So when you have a gathering in one placement after when the off time, like sorry, not off time, lunch breaks or the breaks time. So when we sit each other, so so you feel there a lot these differences like when you are a skilled person and you're sitting in another country and the person who's sitting in front of you uh, like a native person and he not appreciate you because uh, what you are doing job like what you are developing
Right.
so that appreciation was missing all the time until now I feel when I
Okay.
work. Yes, that appreciation is not there.
Okay. So would you say that you don't get as much merit compared
Yeah.
to like the other countries that you
Yes,
worked with based on your work?
yes,
Is that how
yes,
you feel?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
That
that's
was
interesting
missing.
though.
So lots of time, I realized it maybe by before Corona time. I realized it as well to be maybe need to switch time to switch some other country. But I know I think because of my the current company where I worked. So so the Corona start and we stuck everything and for the 2 years, 3 years, and I still stuck here. Then I realized it after, okay, now I need to might take my steps. So I worked a lot for other companies. So now I need to be step into to start our own journey as a startup. Okay, so though I start planning in 2000 around 21 around to be, but still was planning. I start beside I was working as a team lead, and yeah, so
Okay.
2000, 2002, 2003, and we start this journey. Yeah.
Okay, no, it's interesting because I've heard or you do hear a lot about like this kind of flat hierarchy in Swedish companies, which is quite interesting. But yeah, your story is amazing though. You went from a junior
Yeah.
dev,
Yes.
you
Yes.
went from a junior
Because
dev.
yeah, 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 yeah. So because I worked with work as a consultant before, and work as an employee as well. Because when you work as a consultant with the Swedish companies, most of Swedish companies, so they are not as much warm welcome to you as they are regular employees.
Okay, okay, okay.
That was the
No,
difference as well when I work as a consultant. There are lots of things, when you work in a developer and you left your native country and you can't feel, you can't get the same comfort, you know.
of course, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
So yeah.
Yeah, nah, I understand, man. But you know, your story is crazy though. You went from junior web developer in India to
Yep.
now you're in Sweden with your own IT company.
Yes.
You
Yes.
went
Yes.
through like the route of going to university and then starting tech go working in the tech companies. Tell me, have you seen any change in the last 20 years from how people get into the tech industry? Would you say it's still the same, or would you say there's a bit of changes?
Yeah, it has been changed because the time when I have completed my graduation, so the what I was in the last year, 2006. So the time usually companies come to the universities and pick the developers, you know.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
the time when if I can explain from the beginning of my graduation, so I start my first year in graduation. So under the graduation time, we start developing a database so which can help for the banking system. Okay, so we were a group of 5 to 6 developers, my colleagues. I can say, yeah. So we were a group of 5 or 6, if I'm not wrong, 5 or 6 developers. So we work on the same project, and we developed within the graduation time. We developed one product, so which can help local banks to manage their, all the banking system. Okay.
Okay.
So when we developed this one,
What language?
so
What language?
what do you say?
What language was you using at the time?
Yeah, we use PHP.
Okay, 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 okay,
Okay.
okay.
So we developed this one, and what happened? There was a company in Malaysia see us when we developed this. I don't know how, but they approached to our university, to our lecturer, and through there they come to us, and they pick off 5 of them
All
to work with them for the in Malaysia. So firstly we were surprised. Oh wow, it's a
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's we had not just finished our graduations and we get the opportunity.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Okay.
like if like sports when they come to like scout like the players in the
Yeah,
local areas.
and
Yeah, that's
this is
crazy.
this is the difference between right now when you are doing a graduation and the time we are doing the graduation, the time 20 years before. So companies are coming to universities picking up skills. Right now, what is the difference means? Doesn't matter how skilled you are, you still count as a junior until you don't have experience for 3, 4 years, 5 years.
Okay. So you're
Yes,
saying then it was more skill based.
yes. More was skill based, not experience based.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, yes. That is the difference between the current situation right now for developers are struggling to get in a job because even you create how big your repo, GitHub profile,
Yeah.
whatever the project you're doing, unless you don't have experience, minimum 2 to 3 years. So I don't think currently you can land somewhere current because most of the CV, if you see the go LinkedIn's, they fill up with the requirements and always there is one line minimum 3 year experience, 4 year experience.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
The job market, a lot of
even
people have been saying a lot. They've been saying a
yeah,
lot.
A1 you have developed your own projects, okay? Advanced level project, you use AI, you have integrations, even payment system, whatever you have done, cloud integrations, that is not count. The count is like until you don't have right experience in your CV, nobody will see your CV currently.
So would you say that you would or you think that tech companies should move back to that skill-based kind of hiring? Would you say?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
My thought is about when it comes to skills, we need to be think about not just for I'm talking about myself particularly because I'm talking about everyone, each tech company, beginners, startups, everyone who already established. They need to be considered about the person who are spending 3 years in university and they have done good job. They have developed projects. They have a good portfolio in a GitHub, whatever they are using platform need to be considered about this. I think don't consider about the experience. This is experience when you see someone has developed one solid advanced level project. Yes,
Nah.
that's defines skills for me. For that's the reason when we go for any hiring for us, some some skill set we need experience. I'm not saying 100%, but the most of cases we see the CV and the person who has developed the project in his GitHub.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's something that I think a lot of people have been speaking about. Definitely, man.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
quite
Yes.
it's quite problematic. But
Yes.
I think a lot of new developers might be listening to this.
Yeah.
People coming out of university or maybe a juniors or something. You've been working in tech for a long time. Um, I'm sure you've used different technologies, different frameworks, different libraries. You've done so much, right? Like, how
Yep.
would you, from your experience, how would you advise someone that's breaking into tech to adapt to these new frameworks, these new tools, these new, AI models and stuff like that? How do you think someone should approach it? Should they stay up to date with every brand new thing that comes on and try to learn it, or would you say maybe stick to one area and get very good at it? How would you think they should approach it?
Yeah, it's a good question, Jabril. What I think currently is, as you've seen as well, it's lots of competition in software development. So tech is growing on all around. So I think like you can't stick with the one specific framework or library or particular language. So you need to be have a multiple language skills, multiple frameworks, and even if I take example of, okay, you want to be a full stack developer. So for my perspective, I think you should know familiar about the simple, basic HTML, CSS. That is the basic, and JavaScript is the how say you
Just the minimum.
yeah, as well. And the framework we can take a React, Net, Vue, or uh, and maybe Next.js. And the backend languages you should, I think, go with the Node.js and Python if you can. Minimum two backend language you required, I think, current competition. So you're not just this enough. So you need to be familiar with the AWS infrastructure or Azure infrastructure. So database, doesn't matter rational, irrational database. So you should have good skills in rational, irrational database as well. Minimum one to two, making a Postgres, SQL, or MongoDBs, whatever. Minimum two. So you can take one rational or irrational, but you take it MongoDB one and take it to maybe SQL or Postgres, whatever one. So if a next level is to you need to be know about minimum knowledge know about the CI/CD pipeline as well. So minimum knowledge, not I'm saying entirely DevOps infrastructure. You must know how the things work in the DevOps. So and the last is uh, about the software architecture. That is the biggest problem when you somebody told you to could you explain me the how this architects work flow, how the front end back end, how you can define, like, so you need to be understand the entire software architect data structures. That is very important as well. But the overall, so you need to have a two frameworks minimum, JavaScript minimum, and minimum two languages, Node.js or Python, and one cloud infrastructure, and database minimum two database, rational irrational. So you need to have this in pocket to get a job in the, but I told you, as this depend on the company to company policies. Some companies prefer experience, some companies prefer skills, so that's matter as well. So my perspective to all junior or graduation are still doing interested to learn tech, or are they are doing any kind of programming, any kind of higher education in programming, software development. So my request is to please go with a sack of knowledge, not one. Yeah.
Makes sense. No, that
Yes.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on tools like GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT? What do you think? Do you think I was reading an interesting article the other day about how there was a developer who's been developing for like 12 years or so, and he feels like the last 2 years he was developing with Cursor and Copilot and using a lot of ChatGPT and stuff, and he felt like his ability went down for coding. What do you think? Do you think that these technologies are good?
So I think ChatGPT, for my perspective, ChatGPT has is a good solution, but it's a good solution to if you are in a hurry to develop a front end. So you just go in and write it code. Okay, I need a looking for solution for how to create a login UI, whatever. So it will be great for you all the React code and JavaScript code, and it help you guys. You just copy and paste it in your code. But as I told you, as if you are as a junior, still looking for opportunities, my perspective, I think you need to be focused on how you can solve your solutions on your hand. Instead, you are taking assist from the chat GPT. Yeah, yeah. Always R&D. If you want to not do any research, it's good to chat GPT. You can ask, okay, I want to build how say you auth. So what are the tech stack I need to use? I want,
Mm,
okay. So you can have, okay, you can get an idea, but no need to be do your own brainstorming to develop a code. What I think that will be make you more aggressive and more how say you productive developer. So anyhow, ChatGPT is a good solution to be saving a time. So anyhow,
okay.
but I'm not a favor in a chat GPT to you write your code that's there, and that will be skill down. You gonna one day maybe you use a lot, maybe 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. You create a front end. That's the reason, most of companies they're saying, okay, we don't need more front end. The ChatGPT make it all this for us. So we just need required back end developers. So so yeah, somehow ChatGPT is good.
Mm,
Somehow ChatGPT is not good for the if you are a beginner. I think you need to be develop your yeah, if you're stuck on any problem, we can say you are trying to solve a solution. Okay, you're stuck and you need many hours, few hours you didn't get. It's always good to space the time you need a system fast.
mm,
Don't spend more than 30-40 minutes on one solution. That is always good. It's a good development developers how say you approach. Don't spend more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes on one
mm.
problem. Need to be find it. Take assistance from the senior, otherwise do R&D, do it something. Yeah, to solve. Yeah, but ChatGPT, as I told you, yeah, it's good as well, not good as well. So if you're a beginner, don't use it much.
Ah, okay,
Don't use
that
it
sounds
much.
like
Yeah, yeah.
brilliant advice over there.
Yes, don't do this much because if you already step in a tech industry, you already have a how say you regular job, you're a developer, and I don't think as me, I'll work long now. I never use ChatGPT for create a code or something. I get help
Mm,
for create a content, you know
yeah.
that is different, but not a for code. So I think creating a code is a creativity. You do your own, Yeah.
Nah, completely.
Mm.
What do you think? Do you think it will be good for someone that's trying to break into tech to learn how to configure these AIs into their projects? Do you think that's a good approach to getting hired?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that is definitely Gabriel. Suppose, is there any developer recently complete graduation and they're looking for the new position? So I will definitely say so if they can put some time to learn OpenAI's integrations, DeepSeek integrations, how they can make it so the process, how agile, So definitely, I think they should have in a bucket as well the API, OpenAI integrations or DeepSeek integrations. But recently, I prefer DeepSeek is more more advanced level and I think and affordable. So we are usually using a DeepSeek in our projects mostly. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that conversation, I think it's like a whole podcast by itself, man.
So
But
we can
yeah,
maybe have a one and separate. We can have a separate conversation some anytime. You can talk about the DeepSeek comparison between DeepSeek and OpenAI. So how you can, yeah.
for
Mm.
sure, for sure. So you've hired developers at Rixit in your time. What qualities do you look for? What's the thing that, when you're interviewing a developer, what's the thing that says, he's got it or she's got it?
Yeah, because what we do in Rexit, we have a policies. We are not just hiring a native developers. We are hiring from around anywhere it could be here. So when we suppose look for any kind of scale, so we approach to through LinkedIn and we post it there and I prefer mostly remote because of I think need to be give the opportunity because if to remote developers as well, so because you don't know and someone is sitting 5,000 miles from you and he is more skilled than the person you are hiring in your home
Yeah.
and he's delivering a code within one day and the person who stay with you on a native is staying delivering a code within 1 week. So it's different. So my approach is to this is the way. So I go around. So I'm not stuck in a one place on a sea, sit on a one boat. I take my boat, I go around my 500 miles and look around the developers.
I get you, I get you.
So, so I don't bound me on a one 100 meters. So I need to be just look at the developer in my place where I live.
Nah, I
So,
got you.
so sometimes it's happened. You can get a but but my approach is to get us the developer who know how to write, who know how to deliver, who know who has respect for the timelines, who has respect for the colleagues, who has respect for the diversity, who all these things. Example, skills are most important from above this, and the second thing is to be finding a skill and bring to the company to work with the group. That is more challenging as well. So no, there is a different level of skills level we have in a company. So one maybe have 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. In my company, we are actually we have a top level is 16-year experience as well, 17 year or so. You work with us. So this is the for us the struggling is how to bring them to work together. Finding a skill is struggling as well, but when you find the best skill, the next struggle is how you bring them to work together with a less not less skill, but you say that more experienced and less experienced developers. How you bring them, so they not how say they work as a colleagues, they work as the same team members. Don't make it like I have a 15-year experience. You'd have just 5 years. So make it the same level for everyone. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
that
So
makes
skill
a lot of
test.
sense.
Yeah, we do first we like first round we do like personal we find a person first. When we get a see first turn we told them okay we go for the personal meeting first. We do the personal meeting. When we find this person, personal meetings interaction, then we do the skill test. Because we don't go skill test directly, we do the personal meeting first. We see the person, how the person, what are the experience, how what are the path he went through the last how many years, 5 years he's in tech, 2 years in tech, 1 year in tech. CV. If the person is quitting a job, we see the most of the CVs how we find skills. If the person stay on a one place more than 3 years, I prefer that CV. The person
Okay.
quitting a job after 6 months, 1 month, 1 year, changing a position, we never
Why
we
is
don't
that? Why is that?
because of inconsistency. This is we call it as a developer. I think you need to be uh, need a consistency. Consistency is part of improvement. So you can't improve yourself, you can't skill yourself uh, if you your CVs look like this. Yeah,
You're
because
saying that if you stay at one place for a long time, more than likely you've developed this skill, this thing that you was working on at this company, you've developed it at a higher level, you're saying?
yes, yeah, I can give you example of one example. Okay, do you think I can take the example of CEO Google? Okay, Sundar Pichai. Maybe you know about him, Sundar Pichai.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he's the biggest position in right now in CEO. So you know it. He worked for the Google before many years. After he get his positions up and up and up and up and in the same company, and right now he's the biggest position right now. He's taking all the decisions right now. Okay, so if you are on the same position, you will come with lots of evolving ideas.
Yeah.
So, so evolving ideas will be grow the company. So when you grow the company, when you evolving ideas, so you will be stay their place. So
Okay.
if suppose you come to the work, you do your job, you say this is my job, not come with the solutions, evolving like how say you productive solutions. You don't make the company how say you uh, step one step forward. You just came with
Yeah.
okay, what we give to you, you done, you go, you done, do you did not come with your approach solutions. So at the time you will be quit job fast. So you will never stay on the same place for the long run, minimum 1 year, 6 months. So you're gonna quit
So
as
would it
fast.
be so would it be correct if I said so basically it's like someone who doesn't look at coming to the company as a 9 to 5, but he's here to provide value, like actually honestly,
Yes,
sincerely wants to provide value to this
yes,
project that
yes,
he's working on.
yes. So exactly, Jibril. Like when you start work as a someone hired you as a developer, like as I can take my example, okay? So if I can say, okay, we hired Jibril on Rexit as a full stack developer. So I see some, I say you skills, and I see the values you're gonna return me. I am expecting from you that one, okay? And if you, as a full stack developer, you start work with Rexit and you come 9 to or 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, whatever, and you come and you deliver skills, but not value. For me, the value is more important as a owner of the company. So, okay, so when you not deliver a value, so you will be start feeling now I need to be replace this job.
Oh, you're dropping some gems. You're dropping some gems right now.
Yes.
Definitely.
So you will realize yourself without I say something. You will realize maybe I need to quit this job because. So we will find other wings. You say, okay, I find other ways now, other companies. We'll start searching. So when you start values, doing the values, what I will do, I will bring Gabriel up. I will say, Gabriel, now you are not a full stack. You are a team lead. Come on now. So I don't think you'll be gonna quit.
No, 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 no. No, makes sense. That makes a lot of
Yes.
sense, man.
So this is I think need to be understand. Most of our like colleagues, most of our like all like software developers, how you can stay on a one place, and the same thing as well for the owners as well. They need to look after them as well. Their own. If somebody you are delivering a value to me, so I need to be get give back something to you, return the values. Not I'm just
Absolutely.
taking the value and you are not getting the values, reward. So rewards are important as well. So keep the loop. Uh, yeah, that's the difference I think, to stay on a one place for the long term, and yeah, yeah.
Nah, that's very beneficial what you told us there, man.
So I can give you one real example. Like suppose you are on a port, so you want to be supposed to we say we are on a London, so we want to be ride to the New York with a ship. Okay, so you ride on a one ship, and on the way maybe you reach around Spain, and you say, okay, now I want to jump to the another ship. I don't want to go this ship.
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
once you switch the ship to another ship, what will happen? You need to start a new journey from beginning.
Right, 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 right.
So this is the same thing. We are in a software development. We are doing.
Yeah. No, I got you. That can be a bit problematic. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So how long you change, how many times you change the shape, so you will be late reach to the destinations.
Right.
Yes.
Nah. Nah, that makes a lot of sense. I've got a difficult question for you now. A very
Yes.
difficult one.
Yes.
So, looking back at your career, what would you say was like a mistake that you made that taught you a lot of things that changed the way you kind of approach work and your career?
Yes. The mistakes. If I I can talk about the mistakes. What are the mistakes I should not have done?
Like a
You know,
lesson, like a lesson.
yeah, like a lesson. What I've done. Uh, in the beginning of my journey as a developer, on the first 2 years, no, you was a new developer, new journey. You warm up. You are ready to for any kind of how say you uh, any kind of opportunities, suppose. Okay, so what my biggest mistake, what I done, hope this webinar is listened by that person as well, hope in the LinkedIn. So I want to apologize to them. When I was in my first position, when I get the second opportunity to work uh, 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 in Israel. So what I did, they offered me, how say you, they offered me maybe I can say two times more wages than the current job I had at. Okay,
Okay.
what I done, so I still regret this one if I can do, but it's long time now. So I quit that job. We have a time for I think 2 months quit time that time. So I quit that job without any. I was very happy. There was lovely people there, lovely environment. My owner of the company was great. There's no complaint. I just quit my job just because I want to be, fly fast. So I want to do. I don't want to do again this fly fast. I want consistency. Consistency means when I start my journey, the company who gave me opportunity this to work, and they get the values from me. They expected for me to stay there maybe 2 3 years more. Okay, So that was my biggest mistake I did. I quit. I should have stayed more 2 3 years with them. So so I don't know, but it's up to all developers. And now, and the current situation is, so if you get a somebody offer you better wages than Rexit, I know. I mean, everyone will quit. But but from my perspective, I have to be think what company this has given me the value, because this company has given me this position, this company has given me this name, so I need to be keep it how long they need it. Good. So I still I want, if I in future, if I meet the owner of this company, I don't want to take the name in here, but I still want to say like apologize. So what I have done, but it was my biggest mistake for what I have done. But I need to be, we need to be, we need to be consistent. Example, consistent is very very important. Yeah,
That's
not
real,
go
man.
for fly high, don't go for no, that was my biggest mistake. So I want to be, if you are working as a developer for the last 3 years 2 years in any company, and the company is delivering you all what you required, and you are delivering to company values, I don't think, uh, don't take such steps, because company expecting you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was very, very honest, very personal.
Yes.
Like,
It's my
yeah, really,
personal, like how it's my personal experience I have done. So I did.
nah, man, we
Mm.
appreciate that. We appreciate that absolutely.
Mm.
What would you? Okay, the next question is kind of similar to the first question, so we're gonna move on. Yeah, we're gonna say, what's your favorite project that you've worked on and why? I know you've got Scribbly right now.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, the favor right now, until now, what have you had? I have worked on lots of projects. Uh, no, as recently as you know, we are developing our own product, Scribbly. Okay, so I have put lots of my efforts, our teamwork, and my days and nights, time hours, everything on this to be evolve and develop and finalized and perfect project. But and I think we have started since last September about this to develop this project. Before this, we have developed other project as well, but this is the my most closest project, Scribbly. So it's if I can define it, what actually is Scribbly is about like solving paperwork for digital signatures and saving a lots of postal, how say you, cost. And it is like you create a contract and you send it who you want, so put the signs, signatures, who you want, and send it, just one click, and the receiver will sign it back, and you track all the events logs right current on the same time, what time the user open, what time all the devices, which device he has opened it, and the same time the receiver has seen all the logs as well. So we have make transparency for both the partners, and it's a great flow for signatures and advanced signatures. So time saving for the tech company, giant companies, so who they are looking for digital signature solutions. Even financial institutions they can use as well, advocates, lawyers, schools, education institutions. I think we have covered lots of businesses in this project. So I think it will be great solutions. So I think by upcoming weeks we're gonna release it, and for the test test version for some of the users. Once we have done the test version, so we're gonna release it for the audience. So on a subscription basis, and it's quite affordable and interested and time saving for yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds very exciting. Would
Yeah.
you say would you say like for a new developer, if they were to maybe spend some time thinking about some use cases from for these new AI tools that might have some business logic that businesses, big companies might think, "Oh, that's an incredible
But
idea."
can you repeat your question? Sorry, I
So
just
you
hope to
know,
jump in.
yeah, nah, no problem. So like new developers, new skilled developers, do you think it'll be wise for them to spend some time on finding some use cases for these AI tools that have some business logic to it that might make them stand out, give companies this idea that these people have some sort of entrepreneurial kind of mindset? Do you think that would be a good move for a new developer?
You mean like the time of the interviews time, or you mean talk for the when?
No, so like a project that built before that has using some kind of AI tool that
Mhm.
has some kind of business logic with it.
Yeah, that is, I think that will be a good solution. Okay, so right, like if you have own projects, so you implement any kind of automation in your projects, and there is a business logic as well, and you are solving any particular how say you solution or in the community. So definitely, I think that will be a good idea to do. You have in your repo. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna wrap it up with one last question. Thank you for giving us your time, and I've stretched it for a little bit.
You're
But
welcome.
one last question. What's one piece of advice you wish someone had given to you when you were starting?
Yes, yeah. In the university time, so still I follow that words, what I heard, what I learned from my lecturer, like teacher at the time. So he mentioned us one thing, when as you are a programmer, software developers, the first thing is to very important in a developer life, teamwork. Teamwork is the first how say you the base for to be a developer. So if you know the word meaning of the teamwork, then you will be how say you will understand the software development, the flow. So that is like as I always say to my team as well. So for me, the most important is you work as a team, solve the solution, solve the problem with as a team. If you stuck, if you stuck, come together and solve the solutions. Don't spend time individually, hours. That is the best, that is if you come to the conclusion, the teamwork is the best, the word in software development.
Hey man, listen
Yes,
man, this was an amazing
yes,
podcast.
yes.
I want to thank you for giving you all of
Yeah,
this
thank you very much,
industry
Gabriel.
knowledge, things about your personal life.
Yes,
Like,
thank you very
really
much.
appreciate it. We would love to have you back on it as well.
Yes, thank you very
So,
much. Yeah, thank
yeah,
you,
nah,
Gabriel, giving the opportunity to open myself and tell my experience and history and education and the work history and my journey until now, whatever I had done. Yeah, maybe see you next time. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Now, thank
absolutely,
you guys
man.
for
Bye
listening.
bye. Have yeah, but
Thank you for anyone who's listening.
yeah,
If you want to know more about Code Rise, you can check us on LinkedIn. We will be posted on YouTube as well. If you want to get involved in organizing events, organizing hackathons, do message us. Yeah, so thank you for listening. All
thank you,
right,
Gabriel.
bye bye. At Code Rise, we believe that talent exists everywhere. It's the opportunity that's unevenly